Alright, so this is part 2 of the video. I'm sure there'll be many more to come, but this is part 2 of the video, just talking about narcissism and what that is. So deeper still, we're all narcissists. We're all narcissistic, especially, Americans or Western culture. We get a bad rap for it, or are called upon, but every human has a narcissism about them. If you paint your barn, you paint your face, you dress your doggy up in t-shirts, you dress your children to look like you or have them emulate you. I mean, we're mimicking culture. We mimic other people to emulate, how we want to live. We take on certain traits, we reject other traits. That's I like this, I don't like this. Narcissism is a key ingredient to a healthy ego. It's just when it runs riot, I think that gets a little conflated with just a natural narcissism, and it's kind of all about balance. But this is really to speak to the other side. Okay, so what Sears was talking about, the patheticness. You're tied to your pathetic narrative, and it's not helpful. It's just aggrandizing you, and it's enabling you to continue with your victim scenarios, and it's very painful for both, two or more, like relationships are two or more, right? There's a relationship with yourself too that's just as important. And so when you're clinging to the patheticness of the situation, of the narrative, you're doing your telenovelas, and it's very dramatic. Not to say the pain is not real to you, and not to say that this person hasn't been doing things that are not maybe most ideal, okay, to put it very softly. That's doing nothing to help you get out of the situation or stop the situation. It's actually fueling the situation and helping it continue. And then things get to a point where you bottom out, and it's either violence or it's a I can't take it anymore kind of thing. And transitions happen for all kinds of reasons. And when you change your mind and want to go to a new school or want to move to a new city or something that's maybe more benign, it's kind of the same process. Sometimes it's an extreme example. Sometimes it's a really benevolent, soft kind example. Sometimes it's a changing your mind. So one of the things that will help to soften the blow and help you make a transition to more balanced connection and releasing this pattern for the person on the other side of the situation is to, Sears was saying, vulnerability can help. Being honestly honest with yourself. What am I doing to contribute to this situation? What's really going on here? Am I being just as grand as the other person, just in a different way of how much this is, how hurtful this is, rather than seeking to heal it or trying to begin to heal it? Or if you have no idea how to heal it, like Louise Hay would always say, are you willing to learn how to heal it, how to try to heal it? It's very, very, very hard to look at, because in society's eyes or what have you, in your eyes, empirically in a certain way, maybe a lot of the things they are doing are wrong or unreasonable. You can hold on to that truth while simultaneously disconnecting from it. Now, most of the time, you can't disconnect from these types of situations. A workplace would be one example. There's many different types of personalities, and dealing with them is challenging. We all have those challenges, and a lot of times, we're in the middle of solving it. So I'm not saying I would have all the answers, but I do know. Oh, this video is about to end too. Interesting.